Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. Taking every chance that I can get here to do some nude sunbathing as we're moving closer and closer to darker times. So, just so you know, if you are depressed, feeling down, and have heard me say that you should get more sunlight and you still don't, you're an idiot. Just stating the facts. Just FYI, guys. So today I wanted to talk to you about the problems I see with the snake diet. I am someone who loves fasting. I've been practicing it, both prolonged and intermittent fasting, for years at this point. And the snake diet was my entry point, or rather, it wasn't really, but during my first long fast, that's when I found the snake diet and Cole Robinson. And I quite recently, put out a video about why I love the snake diet. So why not talk about the things I love a bit less about snake diet and fasting? So I find that many times as an educator, my message around something, what I want to say around or about something, depends entirely on the audience, on the, do you say, recipient, who receives the message. Like carbs is a good other example. Like just the average person on the street, you'd like to tell to eat less of all these shitty processed carbs, like, pasta, bread, processed sugary shit, maybe eat less of those. But to the fasting and keto people that think carbs are the devil, just by being carbs, you kind of have to you know what, carbs are actually good. They are actually quite important for a lot of people, for their thyroids and their metabolism. Same thing goes for fasting. To most people on the street, I'd say, yeah, you should implement it. You should do some longer fast every now and then. You should try some intermittent fasting routine, etc. But to the people that just love fasting, I have to make you just a little less excited. So I came up with 5 bullet points that I'm gonna walk through here. So the first one is that this is my biggest pet peeve around fasting. The biggest dislike is that it breeds a mindset of fast results. I want fast results. It's like, it's so spoiled. It's so, okay, so you've probably been neglecting your health and the way you eat for years. That has taken you to this spot where you're overweight and unhealthy, sick probably. You're sick, you are sick, you might not know in exactly what way yet, and now you want fast results away from it. It's like, go F yourself, you put yourself here. You should be happy that you get the chance to get any result whatsoever. This fast results mentality, it breeds the wrong mindset. You're not even supposed to think about the speed of things. Like sometimes you have a rough time frame. I'd like to reach that goal in about that time. I think this thing that I'm taking on will take about that time. It's one thing, but this fast result mindset, it is a mindset that can't last. It can't last because, that's what make you do something extreme that a lot of people do when they go, oh yeah, I do rolling 72-hour fast and I'm on the treadmill just for hours and I hit the gym, I lift weights, blah, 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 blah. Might give you some very fast results to begin with, but they won't be consistent. I have yet to hear about someone that did something to get very fast results and then transitioned into just living like a normal, healthy person. Normal, by the way, not the average person, a normal person. But yeah, guys, that's just not how it works at all. Nothing I do right now, I'm thinking fast results with putting on muscle or cutting fat, depending on what phase I'm in. I'm thinking about the result. How can I achieve that result and check all these other boxes? I feel good, I'm healthy, I can do this, I can do that, And then I have a rough idea, yeah, it's gonna take around this time, but I'm not even concerned about the exact time or the speed, because I know I'm process oriented, not results oriented. And yeah, that's a way to summarize it, I guess. Fasting, people ask me all the time, how fast do you think I could lose this? It's like, you mean how fast I can fantasize about you losing it? Because you're then leaving out the part when you inevitably fail, and or if you now somehow succeeded with this routine, how fast you will gain it back when you don't have anything else than your very shitty habits you had before this extreme fasting routine. You gotta be process oriented. It's not how fast do I get the results. It's like, how do I change myself so I get the results that I want? And then when you start to see what that looks like, you can do little tweaks to try to ramp up the speed, but it should not be your mindset going into it. But it becomes that for a lot of people with fasting. Oh, I can eat nothing. Well, then I should be able to lose the weight fast. Oh, I have 30 kilos to lose. If I can lose this one, blah, blah, blah. It's the wrong. You're not supposed to focus on the results, you guys. You're supposed to focus on the process, and the results come as a result of the process you're doing, right? So the second point is make something a holy cow. Well, the fasting in this, people find their holy cows all the time. They're so black and white in their thinking, or so binary in their thinking. Yeah, I found a thing, it's fasting. Yeah, fasting is what it's all about. To be healthy, you need to fast. But you don't even have to fast to be healthy. It's just a great tool that I would recommend everyone to implement to some extent. But if you eat good food on a high meal frequency, but you exercise well, and you take care of your sleep, and you get the sun exposure out in nature, you nourish your relationships and cut off the toxins, etc. It's not that it's like, you're not healthy now because you're not fasting. No, maybe this person could add some kind of fasting into the regimen and level up more, but it's just part of the entire process. It's just a tool, and a bigger one for some people at a certain point in their process. But you shouldn't make anything your holy cow, not even weightlifting. It should be more of a holy cow than the fasting to everyone, just so you know. But not even weightlifting is a holy cow. There's no results from the weightlifting if you don't sleep enough and you eat well, and all this, manage stress and all. So that's also something. Kind of similar like the carnivore diet, oh, I found it, it's eating meat, just eating meat, the meatheads, the literal meatheads, and that's the thing is, yeah, if you were vegan, like many of these people were before, adding in meat is going to be great. And a lot of people, again, just the person on the street should probably eat more red meat than eggs and that, but it's not the only thing you should eat. It's not the holy cow, and the fasting is not either. And it's easy to go, I found it, the snake diet, fasting, not eating, that's what I do. Can kill metabolism is the third one, and it just can, guys. Overly depleting yourself, it may that be from a huge daily deficit that you're not fasting but you're eating like 1,000 calories per day, or fasting way too often. It just shuts down the metabolic flame, and ideally you want to be losing weight eating as much food as possible. You want a high metabolic flame. You just expend a lot of energy. So when you just eat a little less than that, you're still eating a lot and you have high energy. You're someone that uses a lot of energy, but a little of that energy is going to have to come from your body fat. I kind of lost myself at the point I was making, but yeah, if you're too aggressive, do fasting for too long, you can shut down your thyroid and metabolism. And this is the spot a lot of especially over there in the States, where people are just very, very overweight on average, and the types of foods that have gotten you there, that have given your organs like no nutrition whatsoever. It's just empty junk energy, that you can use to move and stuff, but not much more than that. It's an unfortunate situation to end up in, that you're extremely overweight, you're carrying all this dead energy around. That's not really dead, but it's dead in the sense that it's just sitting there, and you can't even use it properly because you're so shut down. And fasting at that point would just shut you down even further. So, that's the problem when people, it's just a problem if you're not aware of it. Because I think fasting is something, it doesn't matter how overweight you are. It's something that should be implemented in increments, in periods, periodize it. I fast for this amount of time. Now I need to take a break from the fasting, and not bulk or anything if you're overweight, but just feed my body, feed the metabolic flame a bit. So it becomes a problem when you fasted and fasted and fasted. You've lost weight initially, but now you're in the spot when your body is just like, we're apparently in a starvation situation. We often not get to eat. When we eat, we don't eat much, You have to teach the body, it's fine. You don't have to hold on to exactly everything you can. And now I feed you a bit again, right? So yes, killing of the metabolism, a problem with fasting, but only if you're not aware. And then you understand that you can take breaks from the fasting when you see that the weight loss rate stalls or drops or stalls completely, then you can feed the body for a few weeks, a month, whatever, before you go back to fasting again. Okay, 4, it might be a surprising one to some, but it breeds laziness. because people that get into fasting like to pat themselves on the back on that. I'm so disciplined. Look at all these people having to eat all the time. I just fast. Yeah, it's not even a problem for me anymore. And it's like, now, so you're bragging about not doing anything, really. You don't do shit. I'm so good, Especially if you're fat. How disciplined is it that you have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, we're talking USA fat, of just dead calories sitting on your body, and you're proud of your ability to not eat a couple thousand on a day, Wow, great. And I mean, breeds laziness in the sense that, for a lot of people, it's like unfathomable, the idea of going even a day without eating. Oh no, I get a headache. Blah, blah, blah. But for a lot of people that discover that, it wasn't actually that bad. It might be boring, I might have cravings here and there, but all I really have to do, it's something I have to not do, really. I can just sit here. It breeds laziness, like some people that have fasted like this, and that I've worked with or taken a consultation with, they're kind of like, oh, it's like, can I just fast more? Can I just fast more? It becomes lazy then. No, guys. Being healthy and weight loss, by the way, it's not just about fasting. There's so much more things you need to do, guys. And when you find this, that initially especially, it might seem like a shortcut to your goals. You don't really have to do anything, quite literally, It's easy to become lazy. You just lie in bed fasting and think of it as doing something healthy, It's not. It will lose you weight, and, that will bring some health benefits, but there are so many more things you need to be healthy. And also on the other thing, on the killing metabolism side, if you're just lazy and fasting, it's like there's gonna come a point where your body is like, no more. Like we're barely using any energy, I don't care that you fast. It's so little energy that we need now because you've shut me down. Because you live like a stone, how much energy does a stone need? Yeah. So yeah, it breeds laziness if you think this is my key. I found the key. I really don't have to do shit. Last one, tough to combine with things, you could say, but I put it with like work and training, for instance. It's just a fact, guys. I wouldn't call someone like undisciplined or lazy or bad because they can't consistently, do 72-hour fast and work and be a mother or father or whatever, take care of a home and family and work. It's not, for some people it works better than others. It depends on your life situation and your job and that. But yeah, it's just a little difficult to get in like that for a lot of people for legitimate reasons, and then something like training. It's because you should be training, again, the holy cow and lazy mind, I just need to fast. No. Everyone should be weight training for general health, but also for weight loss. That's the thing that I want people to understand too, how important weight training is for weight loss. More muscle mass, higher resting metabolic rate, higher metabolism, bigger, a fasted deficit, 100% deficit. If your root metabolism is higher, it's a bigger deficit, right? This is something that building muscle is going to do. And it's just quite difficult to combine with fasting. Like, not literally. You can, of course, go hit the gym when you're fasted, but how productive will it be? This is something I talk about. I have to teach people all the time that don't train so fucking hard on the fast. It's no point. You're in a catabolic state. If anything, if you train hard on the fast, you're just breaking your body down. And what we want to be training in a fed state, or soon to be fed state, when we break it down a little so that we immediately get the building blocks to build back better. And it is possible to do a weight loss routine with fasting and implement gym training. I do it with a lot of clients, but I'm the coach. I'm kind of an expert, however much I hate that word, because it's abused by the media. Anyone that the media wants to be an expert is an expert. There's no definition more than, we decided that they know a lot about this. But I am sort of an expert on especially the combination with weight training and fasting. There are ways to structure it, but yeah, let's just say I had to do a lot of experimenting before I got it right. And I can tell you guys how to do it right. I have other videos on that. But just to the person getting into it, it's very likely, yeah, that they don't make it work, really, So I guess that's all the point. 15 minutes. Okay. Well, so overall, I do like fasting a lot, but I want There's nuance to life and everything, guys. Stuff isn't black and white. Something that I love as a practice, I can also see problems with. And yeah, I often see it because people tend to be so black and white in that. That's why I say, that's why it's like I'm on a different side of the argument depending on who I'm talking to. So I just want you guys to know, I like fasting, but please consider these things that I brought up in this video. Please let me know, there any problems with fasting that I missed? Then please remind me in the comments, and or if you disagree, comment whatever. All comments and likes help support the channel. It's very much appreciated. Please, guys, please. I'm not saying it to be funny or something. I'm asking you, and you're ignoring my request and treating me like an ATM, and you're very selfish if you don't listen and do it. So just so you know, guys. And please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, relationships, mindset. It's a mindset, guys. Peace.